game. I think it's hard for them to win.
What's fun, though, about these two drafts next to each other, Cubby, going back again to the fact that, yes, we are 9 and 10 series deep, respectively, for Igo's coming first. They're also TPing behind. They are looking to punish Shadow early on here to slow down BLG's tempo. Knockup going to land. Shadow's going to flash away from everybody else. But Rookie follows with the stun. He throws up the E, but it drops very quickly. Shadow should fall. Pushes out a ton of damage. Knight can't find the train kill. He flashes forward. He's going to get it with one last auto to knock down Rookie. But now he's used everything to fall way too far forward without the flag and drag knockup, though. IG can't punish the flashless Aurora. And now On may look to turn it as well. Big amount of damage comes back out from Knight, but it's all onto the clone.
Mako the split, like, this has IG, like, in the standings. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Mid, Rookie, no flash.
Nope.
Oh, goodbye.
And between worlds into the stun. That is just so tasty to see come across. And Shadow's going to walk away with a 1 HP. Wei has flash, though. Yeah, so I think Wei doesn't want to burn the flash, right? He is going to trade Shadow out here, though. But here's glad to use the full court press analogy because he's actually
3 winning lanes, winning jungle, you know?
Yeah, well, hold on. I can't even bring up my point here. Gala is going to have to burn heal and the spell shield, but they're going to drop the Cataclysm on top of Elk, who does have the Feather Storm. He's going to hang on to it and use the Blade Caller to get rid of Wei, who is just not expecting Shadow to be hovering towards this top side.
Yeah, Wei missed the EQ out. Again, I like the play. You want to attack Xayah with the Cataclysm. You can see how you're still stuck in the terrain there.
Oh, no, Mako! Those are the issues that had a...
And that's a win for Elk.
Oh, here we go. Another Grand Starfall play. This time it's on to Gala. The stun lands. The Blade Caller doesn't get the pull back and all get the kill. It's the piercing spear of Shadow to find the trade. But a trade still for Gala.
Direction for BLG. Elk has to be careful, though. He's still no flash, no Feather Storm. I think he's dead.
Yeah, especially with that Cleanse already coming out here.
On base early.
Definitely a bit of a sloppy game one from both of our squads here. A couple mispositioned right now.
Like, that is, you know, you're not wrong, but also you're playing Annie in the mostly squishies. You gotta pause, though. Yeah, Drake take.
Summoner Bear, yeah. And Shadow's wrangled hold of this dragon. The Pop Blossom, though, is going to grab 3, but it's too late because they've already lost Rookie. And then they see Mako fall next, and Gala's all alone, desperately trying to run away, but the Ghost and the ult will not save him from Knight's triple kill rampage.
So, I'm in the camp where for IG, you probably, like, this isn't the time of game.
Coming up anytime soon. It's just so, you really want to move the Shy out of this wave state, right? You need to get him out of the sides. You want to be proactive and making plays. Kind of like On and Shadow are doing right now. This is just an alley-oop dunk down from Shadow. Love how they used the ultimates together to make sure Gala had no shot.
Yeah, I mean, no summoners on Gala. You can only spell shield one thing, so Sivir is vulnerable. This is part of why we were talking about the Ezreal, right, in draft or the Jhin, because you could play further away from stuff like this, but Sivir, you got to play into it. When your conditions are not as good, it can get hard. So we're going to see at least one crash go down. You can get one shot. Whereas Rel, kind of tanky, really might make life hard in the front line for Pantheon, just with your QW and even your R works. So
get 10% off a Pro Div subscription. Immaculate insight from NACL, ERL, and even LTA pros.
You got to know this is going on, because the Shy's got to complete the base and TPN. If it's just gone before that, then okay. This the second dragon contest from IG is, I guess, just game losing.
A Worlds team for the LPL. You have to be able to beat opponents that will only allow you to make one little mistake like this. Now you can see IG, they're trying to dive Bin with no wave. They're going to get the anti-stun, and the pop loss of Bin is living forever. So that when Knight comes around, he forces double flashes out immediately. He hasn't found any of these kills yet, but the way he's going, yeah, 3 flashes out. Now Rookie is caught trying to find a stun back onto Knight. They're sending everybody after Knight. How many of these kills did he come up? He flashed forward to get the first one. Drops into the invis. Can't land any more of these snares, though, and Gala should be able to finally clean up an 1,000 gold shutdown.
Okay. Honestly, too, but they played it. Curious how Knight could have played this one better. I think the preemptive flash is, like, maybe looking back wasn't the call.
They're walking their way in a bit late. There's the Grand Starfall. Shadow just going to try and steal it. No, he's going for the backline. He wants to go after Gala, who immediately drops his spell shield. Now he's going to go back into the pit. Not going to be able to steal it. Wei does secure the dragon. Shadow has to flash back out. Equalizer not going to hold anyone at bay. Timbers comes down as well from Rookie. All the space up in the jungle. and it's forcing IG to constantly be looking to check it, but the Shy just hand stiffs on, catches him in the middle of his dash, and, well, the Shy's on the board.
So much, and we have IG hunting.
Oh boy, we're doing this again. Yep.
This is huge. I love this. Okay.
Between worlds through first. They're covering the dash. Yeah, Knight is just cooked here. There's no way out. A rare side lane catch onto the golden left hand of BLG, and IG are once again prying that door back open, and they're hunting for more here. Send their pearly whites on the Baron.
And look, we said that this Dragon doesn't really matter for BLG. Like, Ocean just has no impact on the game. I love this from IG. They're going to insta-force out Elkar.
There's the Feather Storm, and yeah, immediately gets his flash out, still gets knocked up. Bin's desperately racing to try and cover for his AD that's now lost all of his key summoners. And Mako knows it, goes in for the Pop Blossom, does finally get towards Elk. Down goes the Xayah. Gall is able to flash himself back out, but Bin gets so much damage out of this Rumble. Instantly finds himself a triple kill, and just as quickly as the play started, it disintegrates.
Man, that setup onto Elk was so good, but they forgot about Bin and the top side. His Rumble is so farmed, and he just barbecued IG. Pretty much solo forced Gawa out of that fight, by the way, as he dings 18. And is the difference maker for BLG in that one, as they might secure the Baron now.
What a save for Bin. Everything was starting to go wrong. Knight gets picked off. Elk out of position, then gets punished, but it's Giga Bin on his Rumble that comes dashing in like a stallion to save this one. And now the uncontested Baron's going to come across here. This gold lead is going to explode.
Bin's getting Drake too. What happens with Drake? Because Bin's on it right now. Okay, he can't finish it. It's leashed for IG. So it's sole point for IG. They're going to TP back.
Is it, Guppy? Here comes...
No, IG should get it.
Okay.
Yeah, IG's going to get it. IG's going to get it.
They do get the Shy's TP out for that, though.
Yeah, the Shy should not have TP'd. Keep in mind that the Tibbers was already used by Rookie. And I think Rookie overkilled Elk. For me, Rookie overkills Elk there. The flash W onto Elk, I thought Elk was already dead. If Rookie just stuns up Bin, I think that it prevents a lot of the rest of the fight from going the way that it did. As okay, we returned a lot up there. And well, yeah, there's a real conversation for number one, too. So that's a good shout. That said, even with the Baron, it's really tough to break a Sivir. And Gala doing his best to wave clear as that equalizer.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, that's got a lot of good damage. It's mainly trying to get the wave back up, but again, On gets popped way too quickly, and the Ornhorn's coming out from the Shies. They look to chase down the Scatter members. Watch Knight to the top of your screen. His Shadow is going to drop, but Knight, he can't find a way in. The GA's pop for Shadow. Good stasis from Bin, but he's just going to get jumped on, collapsed inside the Cataclysm. The hero of last fight for BLG is limping on out, flashing and dashing to saving himself. Bin gets... Elk has Featherstorm, Cleanse, and Flash. And now BLG are looking to pounce here with Shadow, cutting off escape angles into a pop loss of the Gala and Rookie will have the Flash out. Featherstorm comes across from Elk just to zone Rookie and Gala, and that means the Shy has to pay the Pied Piper. The front line down for IG. No Baron, no problem for Bilibili as they go after the base once more.
Okay, 5v4, they're going to take the Dragon on exit. At least mid inhibitor falls. What else can they get? As the Shy, I mean, I get trying to play to milk Elk summoners, but that was a little bit bold. Elk just kind of strolled his way casually out of that one. And then created a really good scenario for BLG. I like the take from Shadow. It really split him off. As Gala, great reaction.
That was an amazing reaction time to cleanse that stun. So it does take some of the bite out of Shadow for right now, and that's going to slow down the push. They're only getting 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, we'll say 2 big things. 1, Gala, no flash for the next fight. 2, no vamp. Like, we're seeing him eat a lot of poke damage. You're a 500 range Sivir. That's part of why I think Ocean Soul is important. So, yeah, he, it's only vamp from what he took in Runes, if he did take it. Yeah, it looks like he took it from Runes.
This Baron could really decide things. We've gone 38 minutes, potentially 40 between
Rookie,
IG, trying to break that glass ceiling. He might have found a pick over the wall onto Bin, who's recalling and falling asleep. Another avenue gifted over by BLG to allow Invictus back into this.
Sometimes it's just the little things, guys. All BLG was playing in the top side towards Baron. Bin takes a pretty aggressive recall that Rookie is able to sniff out as he's trying to lie in wait on the Annie. And that's a really big pickup. As IG,
So
Gawa's still no flash, but on whips.
Without Bin, and Pop
whips.
Blossom turn from Mako, gets sniped, he has to flash back out. Redemption's drop on both sides of Shadow, stuns up the Shy, and there's more than enough damage for this Elk Zaya to push through it, but he gets caught in the Cataclysm and executed by Rookie, and down falls Shadow towards the backside. Knight and all the only ones to live, and that should secure the Baron for Invictus Gaming.
And because of the double TPs to actually get in and try and contest this, that means that they can't threaten the base. So this is just a free take for IG. They can use the Baron duration to play base defense. We're talking about the Zaya with splitting up your big Rs in order to play around the Flash, the Featherstorm. Flash of which is now removed from Elk. So really tough conditions moving forward now for BLG.
Yeah, Wade's not spotted.
The flag's gonna be spotted. Okay, the flag's spotted by Elk.
They know. Elk finds it. He gets caught in the Cataclysm. But Wade's gonna go back out and trap Elk within his own pit. And Elk goes down. What a find for Way.
Jarvan into Zaya back into the game, because if IG can just disengage any of these fights where BLG burns ours is big, but here we go.
They're just going after Gala, but that's a great pop loss from Mako to make sure Shadow cannot find that execute. GA already popped, and Gala is ready to rip, roar, and burn through the rest of BLG. Shadow's gonna be the first one to go down. And that's all they need to secure Ocean Soul. IG have come all the way back.
I mean, if you're IG now, guys, like Aurora or Rumble R's, all we have to do is walk backwards, use Ocean Soul, and sneak back up. All right, I will say IG, we got to learn about ornaments and maybe what we put first in our inventory. Death Cap first. Rookie, come on, we're better than this. It's okay. That's about the only note, though, in the back half.
It came through pretty late, right? Yeah,
I
was going to say, yeah.
Okay,
the
never mind.
Death Cap came through really late in this game, so
yeah,
that's probably why he doesn't get that upgrade.
I thought I saw Death Cap last. All right, well,
Soul.
Like, that just neutralizes so much what BLG wants to do. Let's look at this thing get dropped. Gawa heals up the stun. Oh my god, that is beautiful from Gawa. The spell shields have been on point. That raw reaction speed out of the AD, so good in that moment. Making the rest of the fight look easy because he reacted to the correct spell. No Mikhails, no cleanse needed, man. Just the reaction speed of Gawa, that's it.
And now the brute force of a fully scaled up comp for IG, and they're just picking apart limb from limb. Bilibili Gaming. Bin's already down, and the assault on the base has continued. IG looking for that killer blow to find the comeback in this game one as they continue to try to break that glass ceiling, threaten that top three. There's only a couple Nexus turrets standing in the way of doing so in this first battle. It feels impossible to get Knight in a position to drop all that damage. And now he's getting hunted down by Mako. Catches him on the edge of the Pop Blossom. Between Worlds has to be used defensively. Knight buying time for BLG as they do sneak out with the Baron on the back side of it. IG make the mistake of chasing down the golden left hand, and they gifted a lifeline. But Way wants to go after Elk. Trades flash for flash with him. Elk still has the GA. Polished off. Horn going down. Knockup's going to land. Knight, Shy's going to go under the turret. It just deletes Elk's health bar. He goes into the GA. Shadow, though, coming on the back line with a big hero's entrance of his own. Going to get the GA out of the way. Now Elk can try and turn and burn through the Shy, whose health bar is his best friend. Look at Rookie hold on to the rest of BLG at bay with a huge stun. And now it's Gala's turn to turn into a real-life buzzsaw. And the only thing in front of him is BLG and Elk. Down falls BLG's AD. Knight can only scramble back. The comeback completed. Invictus Gaming are going up 1-0.
There was no chance after Ocean Soul was secured. The heavy damage comp from BLG, it ran out of fuel, and Gawa ran them over in the late game.
What a statement for IG. 3-10 against the top three. Now positioned in comeback fashion to bring that record closer.